Our focus to President Donald Trump viewers, who's all set to meet the Chinese President Xi Jinping. He plans to discuss Russian oil and also hopes that China will cut its purchases. Trump says that there are many issues on the agenda for the talk when it comes to his upcoming meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping.
Purchases of Russian oil with Xi Jinping. Are you worried about the Chinese?
I may be discussing it, but you know, China's, I don't know, you probably saw today, China's cutting back very substantially on the purchase of Russia oil, and India's cutting back completely, and we've done sanctions. Thank you very much, everybody. By the way, very, very respectful. I appreciate it. That was.
Can you talk about what you hope to walk away from with the meeting with President Xi? Yeah. What are you hoping to walk away?
A complete deal. I want our farmers to be taken care of, and he wants things also. We're going to be talking about fentanyl, of course. You know, fentanyl is killing a lot of people. It comes from China, and we'll be talking about that. We'll be talking about a lot of things.
Well, absolutely. So we heard what Donald Trump had to say, Rishabh. Donald Trump looked like has his eyes set on Russian oil purchases, apologies, when he's going to meet Xi Jinping. Take us through the statement which has been made by Donald Trump.
Well, I shall take a minute here to first start. What is Donald Trump speaking right now? Donald Trump's statement on Russian oil is not just a message to India or China. Delhi and Beijing are not his target audience. His target audience remains to be the Midwest farmers who have been suffering because of the export control or import control that have been put in place by China. China was the highest importer of soy from United States. The sowing has been done, the harvest has happened, but not even a single bag of soy has been exported from US to China, and that is a big worry for the people there, because the amount of harvest of soybean in Midwest is something that is tremendous, and US do not have the capacity of cold storage to hold them, and that politically hits Donald Trump. And that's the reason that we are seeing that even after having so many differences between Beijing and Washington, Donald Trump is now looking all set to meet President Xi in South Korea. What we are given to understand that US wants China to start importing that soybean, because if that doesn't happen, the next cycle of agriculture in United States will get disturbed, and that will be fatal for President Trump. The primary season has begun. Till March you have primaries in various states, and Donald Trump doesn't want a political hit right now domestically, and that's the reason that this meeting with President Xi is going to take place. Now coming to Russian oil. What is Russian oil? If Russian oil import by India and China is hit, the global supply chain of energy would be hit, and that is something that Europe will have to take into consideration as well. That if the energy supplies from Russia is to stop, is Europe ready to factor in the chilly winter that is about to begin in most parts of Europe? That is something that whether alliance partners of United States will agree to this or not. When they say that yes, there are sanctions, yes, the two big oil companies, oil refinery companies of Russia has been hit, and many private players here in India and China have been compelled to cut down the oil purchases because there are sanctions now, and that is something that that is now bringing down the barrels that were being sold by Russia. Remains to be seen whether there will be some other way or not, because see, once the sanctions are in,
right. So just speaking about President Donald Trump, the US